Welcome to Flix. In this overview, you will see how Flix drastically improves the pre-production process for teams of any size. It provides powerful but extremely simple workflows for linking to a growing number of applications, offering artists lots of freedom in how they visualize ideas, using storyboards, previs, layout, or a hybrid process. Flix removes technical complexities, helping artists across departments and locations to focus on the story and other creative decisions. Let's take a look at how Flix streamlines the storyboarding and editorial process. Organizing files has been a big challenge at studios since storyboards went from paper to digital. As different artists collaborate, you end up with multiple copies of the same file. And finding the latest version of the storyboard panels can be an almost impossible task. But with Flix, it is very easy. Select your project, your sequence, and load the latest version. From here you can make any number of changes. You can rearrange, delete, or easily modify panels. If you double-click on a panel, Flix will find the appropriate file for you and will open it up in your application of choice. Once you update the panel, Flix will automatically create a new version, allowing you to easily go back to the older version if you change your mind. Once you save your changes, they are instantly accessible by everyone else on the team. Flix keeps a complete history of all the changes to the sequence. Changes are color-coded by artist, and in this example, you can see the huge amount of collaboration that occurs on a real production sequence. Collaborators include story artists, the director, editorial, coordinators, and layout. As a storyboard artist, you have several options for getting your storyboard panels into Flix. Flix really simplifies sharing your storyboard panels from Photoshop, TV Paint, and Storyboard Pro. If you still draw on paper, you can use a script we created for Fujitsu Scanner that scans your panels directly into Flix. You don't have to worry at all about naming the files, saving them in the right place, cropping them to the show's aspect ratio, or any of those technical tasks. In Photoshop, you can use any number of techniques to create your panels. For instance, you can use the animation timeline, or layer comps, or you can stack poses on top of a background. Just choose the script that relates to your workflow, and Flix will separate out the panels and automatically insert them in the sequence. You no longer have to manually name and save each individual panel. You can just as easily export out animated panels that were created using the video timeline. We have similar scripts in TV Paint and in Storyboard Pro. We have recently introduced a two-way link with Storyboard Pro. You can easily send entire sequences from Storyboard Pro to Flix. From Flix, you can publish to any of the editorial applications that Flix supports, and then you can conform your Storyboard Pro file to the Flix edit. Once your storyboard panels are imported into Flix, there are multiple ways to share your vision. For times where it's not possible to gather everyone in the same room to pitch your ideas, you can use the Connect function. This allows the director and any number of artists working remotely to share the same Flix session. As any of the artists steps through the panels, Flix updates the selection for all participants. You can even draw notes, which also update in real time across all sessions. Another option is to record your timing at your desk as you step through the panels. You can do that while playing an existing audio track, or you can even record your voice through a microphone. Once you've created and saved your pitch, anyone else can easily load and play it. You can also make a PDF photostat. In the PDF, Flix includes the typed dialogue and automatically highlights all the new panels that have not yet been published to editorial. Publishing to editorial applications is another key feature of Flix. Flix currently supports Avid Media Composer, Premiere, Final Cut Pro 7, and Nuke Studio. Once you click Publish, Flix identifies all the new panels and processes them within minutes, sometimes even seconds. It then sends an email out to the team, providing a clear and simple summary of all the changes. Importing the panels into any of the editing applications is a simple drag-and-drop action. As an editor, you'll appreciate the automation Flix provides so that you can focus on creating an animatic. When you publish back to Flix, Flix is able to interpret even elaborate edits with nested sequences, multiple video tracks, effects, and so on. Flix relinks back to the original panels, and in cases where you have effects, grabs frames out of the editorial QuickTime movie and uses them to create reference panels. These reference panels still maintain a connection to the original panel, and you can easily access that just by clicking on the label. By now, you get a really good idea of how Flix drastically simplifies and improves the storyboarding and editorial process. So now let's explore how Flix streamlines the previs and layout process by helping 3D artists work in conjunction with both story artists and editorial. First, you use markers to break your sequence down into shots. Markers can be created either directly in Flix or be imported from an editorial application, or from Storyboard Pro. Then you can publish your sequence to Autodesk Maya with just a single click. Flix uses the timing indicated for each panel coming from editorial and creates all the shots in Maya's camera sequencer. At the same time, it imports all the panels as image planes. As you scrub or play the edit in Maya, you can see the entire storyboarded sequence. Once you have your animated shots in Flix, you can still rearrange them or update the mark-in and mark-out points. And just as with storyboard panels, Flix maintains a connection to the original Maya file. In Flix, we also introduced a powerful new process we call staging. Once you pose the characters and camera, you can simply create a snapshot. The snapshot is automatically sent to Flix. At the same time, Flix stores metadata, recording your camera attributes, your poses, and any other attributes you choose. And because you don't have to manually store cameras and poses, you can work much faster. You can restore the cameras and poses at any time through a click of a button. Editorial can define the timing and the order of the panels, update the audio, and publish back to Flix. When you publish back to Maya, not only does Flix create the shots for you, but it uses the stored metadata to automatically animate the shots using the key poses you chose and the timing that came from editorial. By using Flix's innovative staging process at the early stages of previs or layout where you're trying to get the timing right, you can significantly increase your productivity. Flix makes it easy for story artists to easily collaborate with Maya artists in other powerful ways. As a story artist, you can draw on top of staging shots to make them more expressive. And you can even use Photoshop's video timeline to draw storyboards on top of animated shots. This example highlights the power that Flix offers through the links it creates across multiple applications, making it easy for the entire pre-production team to collaborate. Flix offers many more features and benefits beyond what we've been able to cover in this brief overview. For instance, you can publish your shots into Autodesk Shotgun production management platform. Flix will automatically generate the shots for you and even version them up as you keep refining them. You can export dialogue from Flix as a text file and create QuickTime movies. You can even customize Flix and extend its capabilities to match your production pipeline by creating your own Python plugins. Our goal is to provide you with the right tools to simplify your pre-production process so that you can focus on creative issues. Visit our website for additional information.